saw that Kyrie's going to be going down to Birmingham for continue his rehab.
Yeah.
Is that an exciting step for him, for you guys?
It is. This is definitely exciting for him. It's been a long journey. Anytime you have an injury like he had, tearing your ACL, the work that it takes to get back, and we'll all be watching. And he'll continue to progress from here. But we're all excited for him.
And just how do you think he's just feeling emotionally, just being this close to coming back, getting his chance to go out to Birmingham and really show how far he's come?
I'm sure it's a number of different emotions that he's going through. Probably, grateful to have an opportunity to get back on the floor and play competitively. I'm sure he's looking back at all the rehab and all the people that have supported him, Teaspoon and Jana. Our medical staff have worked diligently alongside with Kyrie to get him back on the floor. So I'm sure it's a lot going through his mind. But at the end of the day, he'll get on the floor and start to feel more normal as time progresses.
Is it because, I remember last year when he showed up after the surgery, everybody was hugging him and excited. Maybe just insight into why everybody seems to like him so much and be rooting for him so hard.
A lot of it has to do with just who Kyrie is as a person, his character. He's such a fun guy to be around. He's loving. But then at the same time, he was very young when he came into our organization, one of the youngest guys in the draft. So being that young and having to go through those type of situations, you got to grow up pretty quickly. But we rally around him because of who he is. He treats everybody with respect. He's always smiling, always having a good time. And we just want the best for him.
Coach, is there a set of games he's going to stay down in Birmingham, or is it just see how it goes? Basically?
Yeah, there's a schedule for him to be there for a little bit, and then we'll get him back after he finishes his schedule in Birmingham.
And just how much of the discussion hasn't been just trying to figure out a way to get CJ out of this little rut he's going through right now, get him some better shots, that type of thing?
Yeah, CJ will be fine. A part of it is he's been under the weather, so he's been fighting that. But throughout the course of the season, there's times that you go through this as a player, and CJ will fight his way out of it, and we'll help him.
And how much of it is just doing stuff to kind of take the pressure off him, like using him as a screener with Z or playing him with Jose, get him off the ball? How much do you think that can help him as well?
I don't think it's any of those things, getting him off the ball or with the ball. CJ's been doing this for a long time. I just think that, these things happen throughout the course of the season where you'll have moments where you're playing great. He's played in every game, have been here almost every practice, and then, he got sick, so that kind of weighed into it. He'll come out of this.
Coach, when you were watching the game film from yesterday's game, did anything stand out to you from when, say, the point you guys were up 18 and all of a sudden you found yourselves down 8?
I thought we let our foot off the gas. I said it in the media session right after the game. We had a chance to sort of dominate the game. And we did that for 3.5 quarters. But our mindset, midway through the third quarter, we were up 17-18 and lose that quarter by 1 point. Those are areas where we have to be better. Nothing against Houston, but you play against better teams, and that game is harder to win. So that's something we'll clean up and something we'll continue to look at.
How much do you embrace conversations with Griff and Trajan and your staff about what's working, what's not, what rotations, what we have to kind of evolve into?
We're always talking about it. Where are we as a team? Where do we want to go and how to get there? What's working for us? What's some things that we can adjust to? So it's ongoing conversations that's happening throughout the course of the season. And that's what I think that's what will make us special, is that we have an opportunity to be a really good team. We'll continue to have conversations about it and put the best guys on the floor.
When you look at a player like John Morant, what's just the key to defending a guy like that tomorrow night?
Well, he's dynamic in the open floor with space. He's always pushing the transition. He's shooting the 3-ball better. At least it looks like. He's a tough cover. But we have to bring a physical mindset when he's on the floor. You can't let him get easy baskets going to the hole, and just make it tough for him on the defensive end. We have to make him guard as well.
Coach, are you generally pleased with the rotations that you made changes to yesterday? Do you see that sticking maybe?
Well, we continue to look at it. I don't know if necessarily I'm pleased or not pleased. It's just, it's early in the season. I do like where we are as a team, and I think we'll continue to improve. Our rotations will continue to improve as the season progresses.
Because of Ja and Zion coming in the same draft, and I guess maybe even Memphis last year going from like a 9 to like a 2 or something like that, are you okay if people say this is maybe like a measuring stick, or they want to kind of draw comparisons to what they are, what you could be, or is it just another game?
You know, I don't have any control of what people say or who they compare. We try to keep our focus on the things that we can control, which is our preparation, making sure that we execute on both ends of the floor. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but look, people are going to say things, and that's fun. That's a part of what makes this sport so unique, is that our fans pay attention, they're smart. We love it, but at the end of the day, we have to keep our focus here on our game plan, what's going to help us win the game.
Just in general, what's your philosophy as a coach as far as, being flexible, being willing to make changes versus wanting to stay consistent, wanting to work through things?
Yeah.
How do you find that balance between that?
I think that there's, always a foundation that we have to have, a way in which we want to play, a style in which we want to play, certain standards that we have defensively, and then we'll make adjustments around that. But there is a level of consistency that the guys need, that we want to make sure that we implement, that we have, but then we'll make adjustments accordingly from there.
I know last year we just talked about Kyrie going to the G League. I know last year, Jose and Trey and Jaxson went down there. Is there a chance Dyson goes to get some minutes, or is it just going to kind of be wait and see?
It's kind of wait and see. We'll see how the season goes. And right now, Dyson is still extremely important, even in practices. And whenever he touches the floor in games, at this point, he's been helping us. So there may be a time where, that could happen, but we don't know yet.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach.